Just finished assembling my wooden puzzle globe. I have it here, and I'm quite fond of it. The first thing, when you tell people that you like globes and you collect globes, you get things like this as gifts, and it's like, well, it's kind of a globe, but there's no map. Or you get things like this, where it's like, yeah, I suppose it's a map, but it's not exactly a globe. It's like surprisingly difficult to get that. So just by being an actual map globe, this is already ahead of the curve. Put the thing together, and it has a few superpowers. I can turn this gear here to change the angle of incidence of this observation lens. Let's see if I can get it to see. Senegal. Maybe if I go closer. There we are. Okay. Secondly, it rotates. So as I look through the lens, I can also go around the world at whatever latitude I have selected. Come on, there we are. Cambodia. And then with the other lever, you can go north from Cambodia up to, what do we have? The Republic of China. Now, one thing I immediately looked for as a globe enthusiast was the state of Taiwan. It does appear that according to this globe, Taiwan is an island with the capital city of Taipei that is entirely a part of the People's Republic of China. So no free Taiwan according to this map. And of course, it lights up, which means great ambiance in the room, especially at night. And also a little bit of extra visual umami to the experience of observing the parts of the world. What I like is that in theory, if I were to get a very fine pen, I can probably write tiny notes on different parts of the world, maybe if I've been to them. There's only a few things about this that I'm that aren't so good. One of the things is a purely decorative gear. I don't know why. I'm considering whether I want to keep it or take it off. Most of the gears here serve a purpose, but they have this one that they're just told to stick here, and I think it's so fascinating that for the designer, it wasn't enough for them to have two gears. They were like, well, visually, there needs to be a third gear here, which does nothing. Second, seems to be more of a straight-out design issue. This lens was initially meant to go between these 2 points, so this was meant to be flipped to the other side. And it was the wrong width. This strut here enforces a certain width between these, and these pieces are wider, so this actually didn't fit here. And I made the sort of judgment call to just place it off to the side because I think it adds some charm. It kind of looks like a one-eyed man, like if, and also it's less obstructed. So that's sort of my own call there. This whole section here is a little bit jostly, and there isn't a particularly smooth action on the operation of this, but that's also my fault because I was impatient with the lubrication wax. Finally, there are these large numbers indicating the longitude, and I think they're there for perhaps some whimsy to the design, but I kind of don't need them. And when I look through, my viewfinder, I would probably just as well have less going on. You know, I don't need to stare at a giant number 10. So I may try to find a way to come on. I may find a way to prune those elements off. At any rate, these laterals offer a little bit of extra structure, so they make the whole thing sturdier, which is good. But this is a wonderful piece to have in the home. It will fit well among my collection of globes. The cord isn't long enough right now, so I'll need an extension cord, but I think I'll put it right here. And then it can be offset by my USSR globe. I have my USSR globe, and I have my my People's Republic of China globe. But a loving little piece of work. It was pretty easy to put together, you know, a little bit tedious, but it was fun. Love, love, love it.